What's up, guys? I'm gonna keep this as quick as possible. Sorry about the quality of this video. Not sure how this is gonna go down. I have to do this on an old iPod, so we'll see. I have no clue. The camera's not very good, so we'll see. My phone's pretty much dead, but just wanted to show you some of the stuff I've been kind of tinkering with in the meantime. Right now, I'm basically just waiting for the last of like the major sort of like components parts I need to get to the main like sort of the major structural bits and whatnot of this project. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be dinging off the rest of the engraving. Like you can see, none of this is finished. This is all just basically roughed in. Started touching the scribe to this here, but like not here at all. I haven't even roughed this in. And also like I just stuffed the wiring in here for the sake of this. But oh, here, let me pull this out so you can see how the accents will be. Just standby, like kind of always on. Um, but yeah, like I mean, here's you can see where the main LED and the switch and the switch accent and whatnot come in. Um, Here's like the power bank has it has a separate input for charging, so I'm gonna be sort of just Frankensteining rigging up out of like here's a USB micro to USB female adapters, micro USB cables and whatnot, and just creating a recharge port. I got a whole sort of tray of parts over here. The wire you've seen, got some brass hinges here, some narrow hinges, and what I'm thinking about doing is kind of nervous about it, but I've always wanted to try one of those like sort of hinged like access hatches that you see on like some crystal chambers. So I think I'm gonna take a crack at sort of use this as an opportunity to experiment and get my feet wet. I mean, it'll be like super basic, like basic, but just to sort of take a shot at doing that. But anyway, what I really wanted to show you, and I'll do a proper post of all this stuff later. I mean, this camera sucks, and plus, I'm gonna be forgetting all kinds of stuff here. I'll do a more organized like photo post for the log for sure. But so basically, what I've been playing with is this here. This is just like a tester pack, like just a battery pack I ripped out of a toy like economy saver just for the battery pack. But this here is what I've been playing with. And I've just been ripping dies out, like sort of at little LEDs like status indicator lights and whatnot out of old junk I had lying around, using variable resistors to sort of make sure it's safe for them. And like I can start with like a 20 milliamp, work up to 25, 30, see if like they can handle it, because I have no idea what the specs are on them. Obviously they're just salvaged. But here, let me kill the light. Here's one of the ideas that I had, was to just, I'll take it out in a sec here so you can see too, but just to give you a sort of basic idea. I mean, I just stuffed this in literally. The bank itself is just stuffed in. You can see the set screws sticking out here. And then also this LED is just literally just stuck in there. So I'd have to actually mount it in and sort of set it up right to get the most illumination. But you can see the basic idea anyway. And basically what I'm going to do is, right now I just have this one stuffed in the bottom. Well, I would either mount another one up here shining down, or I was thinking what I could even do is just take a piece of that reflective back acrylic from like the Ultra Saber's saber stand, and just sort of shape, like cut sand, and get a little sort of partial segment of like a disc that'll take up this space up in here and sit like a mirror, and basically reflect this light down so that it's sort of getting the illumination not just from the bottom, but it's also be kicking that same light out from the top here as well. And see if I can't like sort of get two LEDs for the price of one with like a mirror type thing and get more illumination from the top as well. But I mean, I can always just run another one. It's only they're with the variables, they're only getting 20 milliamps, so I mean it's not much of a drain on the 5,000 milliamp bank. I've been testing, and like I've literally just had it on for days still, and there's like it's not even making a dent on the capacity. But anyway, like I mean, obviously this is just like this could be anything. It doesn't have much to do with the build. It's just for the battery pack. But here's what I've been playing with mostly, and this is just it's pretty crazy. Like I mean, basically what I want to show you is this is only getting like 20 milliamp, but like you can see it really, it's intense for that. It really focuses what light it's emitting, and I think that's just because of the actual dye on this, like the lens part of it. It's like a, here, let me turn the light back on so you can see better. But it's like a projection type lens on it. So even though it's you know, a tiny little like draw, it's actually has quite a kick, and which is pretty cool. And I've been playing around with a lot of this stuff, and so I mean that's the main thing I wanted to show you is just that, you know, I'm gonna keep tinkering with this stuff and come up with a couple little surprises in the wiring still for before this thing's done. But yeah, so anyway, that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm headed so far. Like I said, I'll do a proper like showing of this after with like a better camera, and I'll do a post where it's a lot more organized and show you all this stuff as I do. I got a whole bunch of little LEDs just ripped out of everything, like all kinds of junk I had lying around, and once the parts come in, then I'll be able to, you know, really like measure, finalize a lot of this stuff, and have you know, be able to show you a lot better of what it's going to shape up to be, including this. I don't want to get too carried away on creating this port yet, because you know, until I actually have everything in hand, everything laid out well, you know, I only got one crack at this, so I'm gonna kind of have to hold off, but got plenty I can do in the meantime with this engraving, and a lot of the other little details. I still need to clean up the scratches, which you know, I don't know if you can see right here, sorry if I can even see myself here, where I kind of slipped and I lost concentration. I touched the cutting disc to the edge here, but it's pretty tiny. I mean, it's really shallow, so the aluminum blackener will take care of that, no problem. And here, let me just pop this LED out. I mean, look at, like, that's, I don't know if it'll show on camera, especially not this camera, but it's intense. Like, for only a 20 milliamp, there's like, in person when you look at it, it's blinding, and there's like an aura of red there. So it's pretty cool for just like, you know, a freaking toaster light. It's pretty neat what the lens will do for it. But yeah, like here's where's that Covertech? You can see the blemish there on the hole that was for the Covertech. That I'll clean that up in the meantime while I'm waiting for the switch and the extension and whatnot. So yeah, anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. And like I said, I'll do a better showing after.